It's the call of the wild when male elk fight for dominance and the right to mate with females. Bugling can be heard for miles. Fall is the rut season when the majestic bull elk demands to be heard. These enormous members of the deer family can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. Join me as we take a deep dive into these remarkable animals. The bulls grow antlers each year. They can weigh 40 pounds and can grow 4 feet across. That's important because the females think large antlers are sexy. Antlers are regrown every year and are made of bone and extensions of the skull. There's actually some risk to having antlers. Well, it probably feels good to get rid of all that weight on your skull. Losing your antlers means being defenseless. Wildlife biologists studying wolves in Yellowstone National Park have found that in spring, wolves tend to target male elk who have lost their antlers, whereas in the winter, they might target a smaller, weaker animal. Bighorn sheep have, well, horns, which they also use for defense and impressing the women. Horns are different than antlers because they are permanent. Horns are living bones surrounded by keratin. You can check out my video on the bighorn sheep. Once mating season is over, male deer no longer need their antlers. Shorter days and less light reduces their testosterone levels and signals their body to drop them. Those fallen antlers provide a big benefit. Squirrels and other small mammals chew on them. This gives them necessary minerals and helps their teeth. Antlers grow incredibly fast. In fact, antlers are the fastest bone growth in the world, growing up to 1 inch per day. Velvet, which covers antlers during the growth phase, carries blood to the growing bone tissue. Mature bulls may produce 30 to 40 pounds of just the velvet. Once the antlers are hardened and ready to use in the fall rut, the velvet is shed. Bulls remove the dying velvet by rubbing their antlers against small trees. The velvet is a nutritionally dense food for small animals. In fact, velvet from a variety of deer species has long been used in human supplementation in Eastern medicine. Another risk for the bull is that it takes quite a bit of energy to grow antlers. He will spend a quarter of the energy he gets from eating 30 pounds of vegetation just towards making antlers. Cow elks use this energy to prepare for winter. This may be why they live longer than males. The whole antler thing is more about strength and dominance. In general, the elk don't stab or injure each other. It's more pushy shoving. Hey there, I'm Amy, a science teacher, environmental educator, and author. I hope this video is providing value and you boop that like button. Check out the description for book links. During the fall rut, bull elk spray themselves with urine to attract females, a practice called self-anointing. The urine soaks into their hair, giving them a distinct smell that cows find appealing. Not sure I'd find that attractive, but I probably won't tell him that. But it's not all about the bulls. The herd is primarily made up of cows and their calves, with a dominant male. Cows weigh between 450 to 650 pounds and do not grow antlers. In fall, the male will gather a group of females into a harem. Females start to mate in their second year. They give birth to calves late May to early July. Babies weigh about 35 pounds or 16 kilograms. Similar to white-tailed deer, elk babies have spots for camouflage and no scent. This allows them to hide from predators. The mother stays with the calf in a secluded area where she can hide them. At about 2 weeks, the calf is strong enough to join the herd. Elks typically have a single calf. About 1% of cows will have twins. They nurse for 2 to 5 months. The elk calf stays with its mother until the next spring when the cow has new babies. here in Gardiner, Montana. Apparently, they don't read. Male elk used to people can be dangerous, so be safe if you live in elk territory. Elks are also called wapiti, meaning white rump in Cree. Fall was a popular time to hunt elk in preparation for the winter. The hide was used to make boots, gloves, and other articles of clothing. Elk teeth are popular in necklaces. The elk plays a spiritual role in many indigenous cultures. They are revered for their endurance, patience, protection, and strength. Elk are beneficial to their environment. As herbivores, they help maintain the balance of plant communities. They often live in marginalized lands and eat mostly upland grasses and browse. Elk are highly adaptable and can be found in a variety of habitats, including forests, grasslands, and mountain regions. In North America, they are predominantly found in the western United States and Canada, with small populations in the eastern states. Several states have reintroduced elk populations. Elk are migratory animals, often traveling between different elevations and habitats in search of food. In the summer, they move to higher altitudes to feed on grasses and forbs, while in the winter, they descend to lower elevations where they can find shrubs and woody plants. There are 6 subspecies of elk in North America, although scientists often disagree. They have slight variances in antler size and shape, weights, coloration, and social behavior. In the early 1900s, overhunting and habitat destruction led to a dramatic decline in their numbers. However, conservation efforts, including establishing protected areas and regulating hunting, have allowed elk populations to recover in many areas. One of the ongoing challenges for elk conservation is the management of diseases such as chronic wasting disease, a neurological disorder that affects deer, elk, and moose. CWD is always fatal and poses a significant threat to wild populations. In some areas of the States, elk are raised as livestock and used for meat production. Elk meat is considered healthy because it is lean, lower in fat and cholesterol. Plus, it is raised using no growth hormones or chemicals. Elk are remarkable animals that symbolize beauty and strength. Their impressive size, social behavior, and ecological importance make them a vital part of the wilderness. By understanding and appreciating elk, we can better advocate for their conservation and ensure that these majestic giants continue to thrive in their natural habitats. Thanks for watching and have a fabulous day.